Yo, PSG 4, Real Madrid 0. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how mad that is? Number one, just like the same way they gave in. Do you remember? This is the same team that did 5-0 to Inter Milan in the Champions League final. They just did 4-0 to Real Madrid in the semi-final. Do you know how mad that is? First of all, it's almost like it's because it puts context to what Arsenal did, bro. It contextualizes Arsenal so much. Obviously, I'm going to take you back to Arsenal because I'm an Arsenal fan. This is an Arsenal channel. If you don't like it, you're going to love it. Bro, these man could only beat us 1-0 and 2-1. And we scored a goal that was cleared for offside. Like, we seem to be the only team in a while, like, that this PSG team haven't been able to walk all over. It's a case where the English teams, because even Liverpool as well, like, Liverpool beat them in the first leg, right? Like a lucky 1-0, and then they nicked it in the second, and then they got on 2 penalties. So English teams are really the only teams that this PSG team hasn't been able to embarrass and demystify. Alonso is gone. See, Alonso, welcome to the big leagues, bro. Xabi Alonso, welcome to the big leagues, bro. Nah, that game, PSG are just fucking inevitable, bro. Like, they're just so good. Bro, are we bested this team? Yeah, we lost both legs, yes. But we put up an impressive game, both legs, against the best team in the world right now. Because they're the best team in Europe. And now this Club World Cup is going to make them be categorically the best team in the world. And just like stupid United fans, I'm seeing Chelsea fans talking about how Chelsea have gotten to yet another final. And I'm just like, when did we, the same people that say coming second doesn't mean anything, are the same people that will be talking about reaching a final, even though you don't win it. And I'm just like, yo, pick your poison, bro. This is what I meant. When Arsenal is involved, logic flies out the window. Everybody appreciates and recognizes the skill and prestige it takes to be the runner-up to a competition. Yeah? This is why people make a big deal about somebody reaching a final, even though they don't win it. But when it comes to Arsenal being the runners-up of the Premier League 3 seasons in a row, then, what a trophy. And I'm just like, you know what, see? Today, I don't even care about that right now. I'm just ecstatic because of the game I watched. And it's just a case where, how are this team so good? This is vindication for Luis Enrique's legacy, bro. Because initially, it was so easy to just assume that Luis Enrique's legacy was built on the fact that he had MSN. And he had the best midfield in the world at that time. This man had Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Neymar, Suarez, and at the back, do you get what I'm saying? So it's just he had Dani Alves and he had Jordi Alba, and who else centre backs? He had PK and who? But my point is, Luis Enrique's legacy, hands down, he's one of the greats officially. Because this PSG team are just doing whatever they please. They're just so good. They're just inevitably so good. And this is what I believe and pray and dream that Arsenal becomes like. We become a team that are just so undeniable. That regardless of who you are, we are scoring you. And regardless of who you are, you will sweat before you score us. Because bro, are we not the only team in the most recent finals that PSG have played to actually score? I will not be surprised to find out that the last time PSG conceded a goal was to Arsenal, bro. Now, I think they lost the game in this Club World Cup. I don't really remember because I don't really keep touch. But it's just like, fuck, man. What kind of team is this? What kind of team is this? And obviously, if you look at the route that Chelsea took to get to this final, it's pathetic. That's just all it is. It's pathetic. And then guess what Chelsea fans are doing on Twitter? They are going to now pick out the routes that they got to even get to the Club World Cup. They're bringing Real Madrid and Man City and Atletico. So we're about to see a Chelsea PSG final in which we expect and dream and hope and believe that PSG are going to dispatch of Chelsea judiciously. Yeah? I expect the 5-0. If PSG did 5-0 to Inter Milan, I expect 6-7 to Chelsea. Let's just bring them back. Yeah? PSG, can you do something for me? You know, they don't even need to do anything for me. They're just going to win. Like, there is literally no way Chelsea are going to stand a chance. And this is not even a case of jinxing or no jinxing. It is virtually impossible for PSG to not win. And I'm fine with it. PSG being the best team in the world right now, they don't have no enemies. PSG have no ups. PSG have no one rooting against them. How could you root against them? What is the point of rooting against them? What kind of derbies do they even have in their fucking country, bro? Is PSG, what kind of hatred do they have? Is it PSG Monaco that's the beef? Is it PSG Lyon? They have no beef, bruv. Because even at the Champions League, my like movie, the Champions League, even at the Champions League level, we can all say that some kind of beef exists between Man City and Real Madrid. We can say that just off last season, I'm so sure Real Madrid fans do not like Arsenal fans. But like PSG, do your thing, man, win. Because all their players are likable. Nobody has an issue with Dembele. Nobody has an issue with Doué. Nobody has an issue with Kvaratskhelia. Like, every single one of their players are likable. There's no one in their team that anyone can have an issue with. These men have the two best. How can you have the best left back and the best right back in the same team, bro? It's not fair, man. It's not fair, but hey. And they didn't even assemble no super team. This is what we're saying. Why can't we go unearth a gem? The same place Nuno Mendes was and Desiree Doué were when PSG signed them. Why didn't we sign them? What kind of scouts do we have that it's been so impossible for us to unearth no gems, bro? When are we going to unearth gems, my G? What's going on with the Arsenal, bro? And I'm seeing everyone's divided about Madueke. Some are already coping about Madueke. Some are trying to make it make sense. Some are just flat out against it. I'm even seeing hashtag say no to Madueke. And I'm just like, bro, social media is crazy, fam. Because Madueke is where he's at, just trying to progress his career. And then Madueke is going to come and have the same Havertz experience. And it's a case where, at what point is Arsenal going to read the room and understand that not everybody has the mental fortitude of Havertz, where he was able to ride the hate, yeah? Because Madueke is about to receive the same Havertz treatment, where coming into a new club, nobody wants you to be here, and then your confidence is shot. And then we have to now give you a free penalty. And then you now slowly build up your confidence. Right? Because even though, yes, we got Sterling from Chelsea. But no one has beef with Sterling. Regardless, bro. And do you understand? But Madueke just has things about him that's just unlikable. And I'm not even going to lie. A bit of it just feels a bit like... Me personally... I've really deeped my issue with Madueke, and the worst thing I've seen Madueke do is that time when him and Jackson were essentially fighting to take a penalty, of which Jackson did the same thing. It was him and Jackson. But the Madueke hate just shows that the internet space, yeah, the internet football space is just full of people that just hate to see a nigga with swag, bruh. That's just all it is. They say he thinks he's a rapper. They say he thinks he's the swag man. This guy, all he just has is swag and style. And yes, he's not the best, but why are you hating on him? I want to believe that the only reason why anyone is hating on Madueke is just the fact that yet another fucking Chelsea player. It has to be. If not anything other than that, I'm not even going to say it's not racism. It's just hate. It's envy. Because why do you just believe the only way to be a footballer is if you're just some swagless motherfucker like Rodri, bro? You don't have to be like Rodri to be a footballer, bro. Look at Neymar. That's the reason why some people had issues with Neymar and Pogba. People just hate to see niggas with swag in the football world. And it's ridiculous. Why? Because it's full of nerds. And it's just the internet, bro. The internet and the media. Why do you guys hate niggas with swag so much, bro? Why? Why do you hate people that have swag? Because this is even beyond just the fact that Madueke is coming to Arsenal, bro. Like, Madueke generally, why do people have an issue with him just because he's a swagged up nigga, bro? Like, why? Yet they call him social media footballer. The fuck? What does that even mean? Don't they all post on social media? What footballer, except maybe Rodri, is not a social media footballer? What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about, bro? Like, what is people's issue with Madueke that they just need to relax? That's what I'm saying. I'm choosing to believe it is all about the Chelsea factor. That's the issue. I just want to believe it's a Chelsea factor because that's what I'm choosing to believe when the actual fact is just that people, number one, is a case where our expectation is up here, yeah, especially for where we're at in our process, and then Madueke presents as someone that's down here. So it's very underwhelming. That's the issue. But if we contextualize it, yeah, all the players we've brought in, none of them have brought us joy because they've all been brought in essentially, except Zubimendi, as backups. Kepa as a backup to Raya. Norgard as a backup to Zubimendi. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is why there's no excitement. And why can't we just accept Madueke, yes, as a backup to Saka? Why is that the worst thing to accept? I guess it's also about the timing. But then, bro, the transfer window is this big, is this long. So are you telling me that just because if the major deals, if a Rodrigo, if a Eze is not able to be done right now, then we shouldn't even consider our other targets, our other goals, which is to sign a backup winger? Why do we think we can't bring in 3 attackers? If we bring in Madueke, if we bring in Eze or Rodrigo, and we bring in Gyökeres, that's not the worst thing in the world, bro. We're in bare competitions. We need to understand that we're in the Premier League, we're in the Champions League, we're in the FA Cup, and we're in the Carabao Cup, right? We're in 4 competitions. We need depth. We need a situation where every single starting 11 that we field is quality. And every single starting 11 we field is quality enough to get to the final and win. So if Madueke, for what it's worth, was part of a team that went and won a European trophy, European Conference League, however shit you think it is, and also got to a final of a Club World Cup, he is part of the team. Let's just it's the Chelsea factor, but it's not our fault, yeah, that Chelsea just know how to do these business deals, right? Because when Chelsea sign all these players, you would think that they're going to play all these players. Whereas it's obvious to see that Chelsea is a conveyor belt ass company. Chelsea is a conveyor belt ass team where people are always coming and going. This is why their players tend to not have emotional attachments to players unless they're very, 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 very good. Or they're just still there. Or they're just not making mistakes. Or they're just not frustrated. Whereas Arsenal, we have an emotional connection to every single player in our team. We have an emotional connection, yeah, to every single player in our team. Whether positive or negative. That's the Arsenal way. So I just believe in the end, congratulations to PSG for winning this, because there's no way Chelsea are doing anything against them. And people just need to relax with the Madueke hate, bro. The only reason why you hate him is because you hate the fact that he's got some swag, bro. Because Madueke is not that much worse than Pedro Neto. If we're signing Pedro Neto, you won't be this upset. If we're signing João Pedro that went to Chelsea, you won't be this upset. And João Pedro finished with Brighton. Madueke finished with Chelsea. Like, what? It's just about this. And it's just like, what? He's not the only one with swag, bro. Why does it just piss you man off so much? Are you just hating on the fact that, bro, this guy will take your girl and it won't be difficult? Is that the issue? He's only on 50 grand, bro. He's a 23-year-old kid. He's a 23-year-old, bro. Just let him live, man. Just let a nigga live. Let him express himself. Bro, he comes and he plays, bro. Let him just play. Let him just play. Do you want to be like Mbappe with no swag? Why do you just want footballers to be swagless like fucking Messi? Messi has no swag. I don't want my football, like, I don't want to be around people that have no swag. Like, the fuck? I identify with niggas that've got swag, bro. So I ain't got no problems with Madueke, bro, because he's not the worst player in the world, man. He's not the worst player in the world. He really isn't. He really isn't. But anyway, just wanted to do a quick 15 minutes. Quick reaction to the game I just saw. PSG are insane. Please take care of Chelsea for us. And yeah, man. Transfer window is still open, man. Let's just see what they do. And then at the end, I know it's PTSD. We've been here before. And then we ended up with fucking Sterling at the end of last window. Last window was horrific, bro. Like, let's actually be fucking real with ourselves. Last transfer window was one of the worst transfer windows ever, bro. Because we got in a left back that barely played. How did Mikel Merino end up being the signing of the best signing of ours? Like, what? Anyway, catch you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe. As usual, put your thing in the chat. Subscribe to your thing, like your thing, watch your thing, so we can help each other grow, baby.